Hey girl, hey, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Misha. Thank you guys for joining me yet again for another review. We are back with a brand new review for Belle Collective, Season 4, Episode 4. If you are new here, then welcome. I give lighthearted reviews with a little bit of laughter and a little bit of shade and a whole lot of detail. If you're back for a second or third time, then welcome back. Y'all, please don't hesitate to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Share with a friend. Hit that notification bell so that you will be updated each and every time I upload a video. Now, child, let's get into it if we're going to get into it. So, child, last time we left off, y'all remember MC such and such is on the mic, getting ready to get on my central nervous system. So he starts yelling, "Let's take it back to 98. I wrote this song for you, girl. This song's for you." I mean, your style stuck there, so, I mean, it's the 90s. Let's get it. Glendale. So, he starts with this school talent show karaoke mess talking about, where did we go wrong, baby? Now, I told you last time when you sung that, Glendale, that you went wrong when you made the song, okay? But, baby, the way that Willie was looking, y'all, I hollered all up and through this scene. If Belle Collective don't do nothing else, it's gonna make me cackle. JJ had me hollering, talking about Glenn was kind of nervous, god darn it, because he was trying to figure out what was going on around the crowd, god darn it. And I can only imagine what Willie was thinking, god darn it, because if I was in Willie's mind, I know Willie was thinking something. Y'all in for a surprise, god darn it. I said, oh my God. Listen, JJ is the ultimate hype man. Do you hear me? It is giving Lil Jon and the East Side Boys. Glendale is the East Side Boys, and JJ is Lil Jon. Yeah. Ooh, child, when I tell y'all I holler so loud, Willie gonna get in the confessional and say, I don't mind the rap. I don't. I wish he would have done anything other than rap. I wish he would have, he could have even pulled out a sax. Not a sax. Pick up the pieces. Wait. Not a sax. Oh, honey, I am done. This is comical to me. Letitia up there crying like she married to a Grammy award-winning artist. Girl, if you don't stop talking about, songs are our love language. Our love language. His love language seemed to be physical touch because he all out there doing stuff he ain't supposed to be doing. But wait a minute. Why? Why did everybody get up and start dancing to the Where Did We Go Wrong? And the way that Tambra has her hand underneath her head and she looking to the front like she bored in high school. Oh, honey, this scene right here did it for me. Baby, this scene was good. Oh, child, this was so funny. Where did we go wrong, baby? But wait a minute, because it ain't over. Why Aikisha gonna get in that dang on confessional talking about she gonna take him back? You know she gonna take him back. She definitely taking him back. Because who wouldn't want the ghetto prophet? Girl gone. You talking about she gonna take him back, girl. They back like they never left because they was never apart, allegedly. Moving forward. In the next scene, Willie and Aikisha meet with Essie and Marie Monroe to talk about the Lupus gala. So Marie comes sashaying in, honey, with them little tights on. Versace. You know she gonna put on anything Versace. So she comes walking in. She hugs Willie. So she looks at Aikisha. She's talking about, you don't mind me hugging your husband, do you? Kiki said, girl, please. Okay, this is security right here. Honey, I know that's right. So they start talking about how, lupus affects Latino and Black women and in record numbers. And Willie's mom passed away from lupus and she was diagnosed when he was in the first grade. So it's something that's very near and dear to his heart. Now, I do love that they're bringing awareness to lupus. It is so underdiagnosed. And it's very hard to pinpoint the symptoms because they're very similar to symptoms of other things. So you really have to advocate for yourself because, baby, they will tell you in a minute that there's nothing wrong. And you're telling them, I don't feel well. Something has got to be wrong. And they just keep on being like, well, I mean, we can run some blood tests. Okay, you're going to have to do more than that so that we can figure out what the issue is. Aikisha is saying because they're doing the gala, she doesn't want to be in the forefront because her and Willie are partnering. She said her and Willie's foundation, they're going to take a back seat and just assist them wherever they need it. I know that's right. So if something go wrong and the plate's dirty, honey, you ain't got your name on it. So they sit down at the table to try the food that they're going to be serving at the gala. So they start discussing, what they should charge for the tickets. Aikisha says she doesn't want to charge anything less than $100. So Willie said, and you know what? We can also use Tambra for promotion at her radio station, her show. Marie gonna give a look. Now, why you looking crazy, Marie? You and Tambra don't even have beef for real. I feel like you just mad just to be mad. Girl, if she don't want to explain stuff and express stuff and share stuff with y'all, she ain't got to. Like, let it go. So S with the mess talking about, are we going to talk about Glenn rapping? Yes, child. Let's talk about Glenn rapping. Aikisha say, you ain't like the rap. No, nobody liked it. So then she turns to Marie and Kiki said, Marie, what's your problem with Glenn? She said, I see right through Glendale. Okay, I see right through him. A leopard never changes his spots. I see right through him. I seen the same thing with my husband. Baby, not your husband. I love the way Marie talk. I don't care what y'all say, baby. I get my whole life when Marie get to talking. So she was basically saying Cedric the entertainer was doing the same damn thing in all them flashy suits. While she out there working and scratching and surviving, he's cheating here, there, and everywhere with every Tom, Dick, and Harry he can find. So Aikisha feels like, men do what we allow them to do. She said she had a Super Bowl champ. The ladies were lined up outside of the locker room. And really and truly, if the side pieces are winning, it's because you let them win. Now, Aikisha, yeah, that's true. That's true that a man will do what you allow him to do. But when you say side pieces are winning because we allow them to win, that says to me that if your husband has an indiscretion, you don't let the other woman take him from you. You work on your relationship so that the side piece doesn't win. Now, that's what I took from it. Now, if that's what you're saying, girl, absolutely not. Okay? Because if you want him, you can have him. Because I ain't in the business of keeping nobody that don't want to be kept. Okay? And that's just me. Now, it might not be everybody else, but that's just me. So Marie said, when she was married, they was treating her like, see, she was the side chick. Baby, they was coming to her woman to woman like that was their husband and she was the side piece. Aikisha said, so does that mean that side pieces are winning? I'm so sick of hearing that title. I am so sick of it. But I have to agree with Marie. I'm sorry. I have to agree with Marie. The first 5 minutes of being introduced to Letitia, she told us that Glenn be cheating on Mercy and Grace. And she told him that he needed to be reading a book. That's why she was in there confined to that damn house, wearing those synthetic wigs, sitting up top, cooking them glory greens and that undercooked fried chicken. That's exactly what she was doing. So, I'm not just going to sit here and act like it's not happening. This is a pattern with him. Because even after that paternity scare, she still gave him a second chance. She still gave him grace. And he did it again. But Marie, listen, this is what you have to do in some cases. As her friend, all you can do is just be there for her. You can't fight with her husband because at the end of the day, she going to take her husband's side every time. So if you want your friendship, what you can do is just be there for her. Because you cannot fault her for staying in her marriage when you stayed. Cedric had to remove himself. Let's not get confused. Cedric saved my life. He did. He saved my life. Cedric saved my life. Remember that? Remember that last season? And don't think I forgot. She'll get tired one day and she'll come a knocking, y'all. Moving forward. In the next scene, Willie is inviting the men to get together and smoke cigars. Okay, Willie, you and Aikisha clocked in this episode. I see y'all. So here come Mumbles, aka Cliff, talking about you don't have a problem in your marriage and your marriage, your woman got a side piece. Sir, please. Okay, please. JJ shows up, gosh darn it. So Willie is asking JJ about the whole Selena and Sophia fight. So JJ mad because Selena called Cliff. Why do you care? He wants Selena back so bad. Now, I don't care what Sophia Shantae Soguchi says. He wants that woman back. When Glendale created that song, he was in that studio talking about, I should send this song to my ex-wife. Why would you do that? And you got SSS. You got Triple S. What you want with Selena? You love you an S, don't you? So they start talking about Cliff calling Glenn, telling him about Bolo Part 2. Willie told him that a real friend wouldn't do that. They already got too much stress on the marriage as is, so why would you do that? So then Glenn shows up. This man loved when the camera on, looking silly with that schmedium shirt on. So Willie is telling Glendale that if he were his friend, then he wouldn't call him and tell him that mess because they was already going through it. Plus, all the girls were there, so what could she possibly do? Now, I don't know if y'all caught it, but Willie is letting him know, I ain't your partner, okay? I ain't your friend. If I were your friend, I would tell you this. So both Willie and JJ, they're telling him that Cliff is not a real friend. Whole time, Cliff just sitting there looking, child. Cliff just like to keep a mess. He need to be worried about his own marriage and stop disrespecting Latrice out in that parking lot or the hole in the wall. That's what he need to be worried about. He didn't mean either one of them any good. It was the misery wanting company for me, because that's around the time that he and Latrice were going through it. Okay, so he just wanted everybody else to go through it right along with him. So they are right. He is not your real friend. But let us not forget that Glenn is the one with the issues. Okay, like, we're not going to just act like Glenn is just really this stand-up guy and he's down for his marriage and then Letitia made a mistake and Cliff ran told that. No, there were already cracks in the foundation before it fell the hell apart. And Glenn ain't about to stop being friends with Cliff. Hang it up, delicious. Baby, shout out to New York. He is not about to stop being friends with him, so y'all can talk all y'all want to. Glenn said Cliff was the only one there for him when everybody else wasn't. Child, I guess. So they going on and on. JJ going off about how Cliff derailed their marriage and he in this car driving them this way and that way, and their marriage is not going to thrive as long as they got Cliff in the middle of it. Like, it's not going to make a difference. So you can sit back, gosh darn it. And after all that, they start talking about side pieces and the book and the this and the that. In the next scene, Aikisha goes to meet Tambra for a spin class. Baby, spin hard as hell. I lasted 10 minutes. Tambra, you gonna do a spin class pregnant? Now, it is good to see the two of y'all hanging out one-on-one, but a spin class? Girl, say what now? So they started doing this class, but this wasn't no spin. This was sit and be fit. This was not spin, because he took it real easy on y'all. I was like, wait a minute, where's the get up and the get down and the sweat? This was not that. So after the class, they started talking about their health. And so Tambra is telling her, you know, she had to change a lot of things with her diet, take out pork and red meat and sugar and dairy, all types of things. So she's like, yeah, you know, I want to talk to you about something. So Aikisha said, okay, girl, let's talk about it. So she tells her that there are things that were going on with her, and now she has other things going on that are not just about her. She starts telling her about the fibroids and how she wanted them to just take out her whole uterus because she was just frustrated. Nothing was happening, so just take it out. She said, but when you move over and you allow God to work, you know, certain things happen. So Tambra is rambling on and on, giving Cynthia, when she was at the table trying to tell Phaedra about Mr. Chocolate, if you're going to put it on the table, then put it on the table. Like, go on, tell her, Tambra. Just tell her. I'm like, oh, girl, please spit it out. So she finally tells her she's pregnant. And I have to say, Aikisha was genuinely happy for her. You can tell when somebody faking and when somebody being real. And she was super happy for Tambra. Now, I was kind of surprised that she didn't tell Latrice first, but then she explained that she told Aikisha because Aikisha has gone through the same process before. And I feel like this was a very sweet scene between Kiki and Tam. Aikisha was telling her, you know, how she had some bad eggs and she went through a lot. So Tambra is really blessed that it took the first time. That is a blessing, girl. Some people don't get that. Girl, that is a blessing. In the next scene, Aikisha goes to meet with Marie to talk about the gala. Marie and all that damn blinking. Well, I don't do anything but write the checks. Girl, I wish you stop all that blinking. So Aikisha tells Marie that she put the tickets at $50 because they never came up with a number. And she sold 3 of her tables because each table is selling for $400. She said, so how many seats have y'all sold? What y'all gonna do? How many tables y'all gonna sell? I know y'all gotta sell 3 each. And they're trying to figure out what's gonna happen. How much is everything? How many tables they gonna sell? It's a mess. Marie was like, no, this is Hamilton Davis. We are one. Now, Marie, don't let Glendale hear that you and S are one, but I know exactly what you mean. You all fall under one umbrella. So it really wouldn't be you selling tables separately. It would be you selling tables together. So 6 tables for Hamilton Davis. So that means that Aikisha needs to sell 3 more tables. That's what you were trying to say. So Aikisha was like, so you trying to say I got to sell some more tables? Well, let me see what y'all sell. Then I'm going to tell y'all how I'm going to raise that. Honey, I know that's right. Marie don't know nothing about nothing. She said Essie has to handle the everyday business, so she can't be there. Aikisha is getting frustrated because she needs Essie to be there because Marie don't know nothing. See, this is why I never liked group projects in school, because it's always that one that don't know how to act. How you don't know nothing, Marie? You've been doing this for years. If this is an annual gala, that means that it has happened more than once. So Marie is telling Aikisha, I don't do this part. I mostly handle the money. I am not the planner. That's not my strong suit. I can respect it, but if you're going to call a meeting, then don't call it if Essie is not there. And at this point, I would just buy a seat at the table if I were Aikisha, honey, and catch them next year. Essie should have been there. No, ma'am. Marie just want to show up and eat. Aikisha is about getting it done. She about that business. So if you don't have everything in your ducks in a row, she ain't gonna deal with you. In the next scene, Letitia is doing a commercial with Glenn for a bank, and he's late. I can't stand late people. I can't stand. If you really want to get underneath my skin, come somewhere with me and be late. Oh, honey, when I tell you my mama is the latest person on earth, I never ride with her to events. Ever. I will meet you there and I will beat you there because you're going to be late and I don't like that. So Glenn walks in with that silly necklace on talking about he has to be fashionably ready. I mean, you're ready, but I don't know about the fashionably. So now he's late and they're speaking business to Letitia and he interrupts them. He dismisses them because he wants to have a one-on-one with Letitia. And I'm thinking he going to pull her to the side, y'all. This silly man wants to talk about money right in front of the bank owners. Oh, and shout out to the black bank owners, baby. Now, that's what we should have been honing in on. When I saw those two black people sitting there, do y'all know how big that is for you to be a black bank owner? Oh, baby, that's everything. These are the stories that we need, honey. These are this is what we need to be talking about. So anyway, he want to sit up here and talk about all the business in front of the bank owners. No, sir. Pull her to the side. He's mad that it's Letitia's enterprise that has the check and they're going to pay him from that check. So he feels like he is getting a smaller cut and that's not what was initially discussed. Well, honey, she's owed that for all the heifers that you screwed. Okay. You'll be all right. So they go to the back and he acting like she a stranger on the street talking about, I need my money, man. I need things in writing. I know you will want things in writing. I need to know when my money. She was like, I'm going to give you your money. I'll cash app it to you. Baby, this ghetto. Not you gonna cash app it to him, sis. She was like, I'm gonna give you your money. What are you talking about? She was like, you acting like you don't trust me. So Glenn is acting like Letitia gonna run off with the money. Cliff, he was like, Cliff told me this was gonna happen. Cliff told me we was gonna end up getting a divorce because you're gonna run off with the money. He told me this was gonna happen. Well, why don't you get over there with Cliff? Push Latrice to the side and marry him, since he gonna tell you everything to do and how to do it and when to do it. Like, get out of here. You need to keep that man out of your marriage. I will be 38 hot. Do you hear me? Now, first of all, you're late. Then you come in and you're questioning me about the check being written to my enterprise when I'm going to give you your damn money. Okay? I'm not going to take your money and run. Where I'm going to go with it. You know who I am. I'm the mother of your child. I'm your wife. Like, what? I thought that was crazy. Now, I mean, I guess I can see if somebody tells you you're going to get a certain percentage of something and then it turns out to be another way. I get that. I do. But the way that stupid song had Letitia wrapped around her finger and crying and whatnot, she going to get that man his money. So I don't even understand what he's talking about. And then he going to tell her, you put your game face on. She said, I've been had my game face on. You put your game face on. I said, oh, honey, I would have been so embarrassed. Do y'all hear me? I would have never done business with his unprofessional ass again. He is ridiculous. I do not like to be made a fool of. When it's time for you to act like you got some sense, act like you got some sense. This looks so bad. And if I were the bankers, I will pull out. Because if y'all can't get y'all stuff together and this is how y'all behave, honey, I don't want y'all name attached to my stuff and people watching this show. Absolutely not. And that was the end of the episode. Oh, child. Glendale, you need to get it together. Get it together or leave it alone. Marie, leave that woman husband alone because she ain't gonna leave him, honey. And that's just that on that. Y'all comment down below and tell me exactly what you thought about MC such and such's rap. Okay? Do you think he'd win a cipher or what? Oh, child. I better not see Glendale ass down in no BET Awards. Oh, child, this is a fool. Anywho, y'all comment down below and I'm going to comment back. Please don't hesitate to like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. And as always, stay safe, stay blessed, spread love, not germs. Peace.